if you're a business owner who is stressed out inside your business, I'm going to give you an exercise that I personally use to help me handle all of the issues inside my company. So my name's Tyler. I run a company called ScaleOps. We have worked with hundreds of businesses around the US to help them grow their businesses. I have grown multiple different seven-figure companies myself. And so I've learned a little bit along the way. Definitely don't know it all, but this is an exercise that I use. And you can de-stress yourself for under $1. So what I need you to do is go to the dollar store and purchase one of these. It is just a legal pad with a ton of different pages. You probably need 30 pages if you are like me and just have tons of things going on at any one time. And so for the purposes of this video, I'm going to write on my tablet just so I can put it up here on the side. But what I want you to do is anytime you have a problem that you're thinking about for your company, I want you to write it up on the top. So for this example, let's say that you are currently stressed about money. It happens all the time. Business owners are constantly stressed about money because your job is also how you provide for your family. Yes, this happens for everybody. Their job is their income, but yours is so performance based because if you're not operating well and if everything's not going well, it heavily affects your family. You don't really have a safety net. So step one would be identifying the problems. So let's say you go in and you fix QuickBooks. QuickBooks is what you use for your accounting. So you're going to make sure that everything's right. You can't measure it and can't fix it if you don't know where you're starting at. Step two would be make a full budget. So for example, you're going to define how much money do we have coming in every month and what is going out every month. What are my fixed costs and what are my variable costs? While you're doing this piece, you can possibly figure out, oh, well, there's lots of subscriptions I've got for these different softwares that I don't use. Let's go cancel those and get that back in my budget. That'll help fix some problems. But now you need to know, all right, what do we need to earn every month to cover my set expenses? And then step three would be forecasting. So what I do is forecast worst case scenarios. So let's say you lose your top client this month. Can you still cover all of your expenses without the income from that client? So cover what would the business look like without that? So that's page one. So you had the stressed about money up here at the top, and then your different bullets at the bottom, which are pieces you would do to fix it. And then one by one, go through and cross those out as you work on it. So next could be, let's say that you've got high churn. So we'll go to the next page. You can be a marketing agency. You could be an insurance agency. If I could spell high churn. All right. So let's say, what are the pieces you could do to fix this? You could potentially have better onboarding. So you could onboard your clients better. You can prime them and let them know, hey, here's what everything looks like. If you have a problem with service, here's who you contact. Here's what you should expect. So you're not going to get much over the next 30 days. But in the 30 to 90 day period is where you're going to start seeing a lot of leads. If lead flow drops, please contact us because there's several different levers we can pull to fix that. Teach your clients about how to best work with you. You can do increased check-ins. So let's say you're an insurance agency and you want to let your clients know that if their insurance goes up, don't go to another agency because we have tons of carriers here and we're constantly adding new ones. So by doing these increased check-ins, you're able to let the clients know, hey, we really care about you and we value you working with our agency. We want you to keep working with us. Or if you're a marketing agency, if you're running Facebook ads for businesses, they probably think you set up that ad and then you forgot about it. But you're probably needing to manage campaigns. You need to watch the cost per lead or the cost per appointment. If it's going up, you're trying different things. You're testing new creatives. You're testing new audiences. There's a lot going on. But if you don't tell the clients what you're doing, they think that you're sitting there doing nothing. So let them know what you're doing so they feel like they're getting more value. And then you could increase training. So you can teach your staff how to handle customer service problems better. And you can build a full program about this and teach them how to go deliver massive value to your clients. Let's see, reviews. Let's say that you want more reviews for your company. Are you asking for reviews as soon as you sell them? That's probably a problem. So request at sale/onboarding. This is when a client is happiest with you. They just decided to give you money for whatever reason. They really like you. Ask them for a review right then and there. Statistically, that's when you have the best chance of getting a Google review. You could run a competition with your staff. You could tell them, hey, we really need Google reviews. If everybody goes and gets reviews, whoever gets this the most, we're going to give you a $500 gift card. And if you've got a bunch of team members and a lot of clients, I guarantee you they're going to get you a lot of reviews. This is something we help with inside of our company. So if you need more reviews, and if you have an existing client base or book of business, reach out to us because we can very efficiently get you a ton of reviews, which will rank you higher on Google. And so I'm just going to do these 3 examples for now. You can kind of see how the process unfolds. And so typically when I do this, there was a time I had, I think, 38 pages lined up. And so I write the problem at the top, write all the pieces below it, and rip this off and have it in a stack. And I keep adding to the stack. And typically I'll spend 1 to 2 hours writing out all my problems. And then I will go down the list and work on all of them. So what I would recommend doing is rank these things in order of what moves the needle most. Typically, some of the most challenging ones are going to require the most work. So maybe you don't start there. What I like to do is get a couple quick wins. So there's typically going to be a few things that if you do it right now, you're going to feel an immediate impact. It might not be massive, but it will save you time, make you money, whatever it may be. And I like to do a couple of those things first. That way I feel like I'm moving the needle. I feel like my efforts are going somewhere beneficial to the company. And so as I do these things, I will write them down on a sheet of paper and literally crumple it up and throw away my problems. I put it in the trash because that is no longer a problem anymore. I fixed it. So do a couple little ones and then go to the big ones, the things that move the needle the most inside the company and create the most impact. Because by doing that, you're creating more leverage for yourself. The business goes faster and goes farther because of your work right now. And then obviously, as you go, you can delegate these things to other team members. You can have virtual assistants, in-house employees, automation, etc., help work on it. But this is how I get de-stressed inside my company. I hope this is valuable for you. If you have any questions, if you have problems inside your company that you don't know how to fix, comment below. Leave me a note on what the issues are, and I'll see if I can't help you fix them. But I hope you like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks.